Kung kilala niyo ang mother ko, siya nasa bedridden. I even do not go to her room and spend 5 minutes. I cannot take her with the kind of predicament she was in. And sometimes, I go to her room. Yung mother mo na parang kalansay ng itsura. Buhay pa. And you know what she would tell me? Pag nakita niya ako, yan ha, bedridden na yan ha. Benny, I am praying for you. Just imagine a person who has Parkinson's disease. Parang kalansay na ang katawan niyan. Sasabihin pa sa anak niya, pinapanalangin kita. Kung ganyan ang kalagayan mo, hindi ka na manalangin. You will just ask someone to pray for you. That's my mother. Tuloy natin yung ating pinag-uusapan. Kanina, ang pinag-uusapan natin yung mga godly mothers from Bible times. Di ba? Sino yung una? Sino yung una? Jochebed. Sino yung pangalawa? Si Ruth. Sino yung pangatlo? Si Esther. Sino yung pangapat? Si Hannah. Alright. Ngayon naman, ay pag-usapan natin yung godly mothers of modern times. Wala sa Bible ito, kundi ito ay ang paniniwala ko sapagkat ito ay aking research at pinag-aralan. Sino ang mga godly mothers in modern times na wala sa Bible, kundi masabi ko ng mga godly mothers? Ito po yung tinatawag natin, the legacy of faithfulness, compassion, and courage. The legacy of faithfulness, compassion, and courage. That even today, in our midst, God is still in the business of raising godly mothers and women whose lives and influence He can use to be a testimony to His name and reach not just their own generation for Christ and the gospel, but as well as the generations to come. Sino itong mga godly mothers na ito? Nakilala, of course. Mga foreigners po ito, usually sa US. Number one, we have Eliza Jarvis Spurgeon. Eliza Jarvis Spurgeon was the faithful mother of a great pastor called the Prince of Preachers in England, Charles Haddon Spurgeon. She was the prayerful mother of perhaps the greatest preacher of the 19th century in the world. Spurgeon spoke of her as his own mother who prayed for him and prayed with him. Prayed for him and prayed with him. Mothers, do not just pray for your children. Pray together with them. Hello? Don't just pray for them. Pray with them. Let them hear your prayers for them. Amen ba? Oh. Who can tell that you might be praying alongside the future leaders of our churches and our nation? Hindi naman akalain ni Eliza Jarvis Spurgeon na balang araw ang anak niya makikilala na isa sa pinakapopular na Baptist preacher sa mundo. That even Queen Victoria attended his church in England. Siya mayroong pinakamalaking Baptist church sa buong mundo at that time. Alright? Eliza Jarvis Spurgeon. Pangalawa, Nancy Hanks Lincoln. O, siguro narinig mo na ito, di ba? Narinig nyo si Abraham Lincoln, correct? Ang tawag sa kanya, Honest Abe. Bakit? Hindi siya kurap eh. Honest siya eh. Okay? Sino yung nagturo sa kanya maging honest? Nanay niya. Nancy Hanks Lincoln. Today, Lincoln is still the greatest president of the United States of America. All right? The worst president of the States of America is the president now, Joe Biden. That's the worst president America ever had. He believes in abortion. He believes in every kind of law that we do not even believe in. Okay? Lincoln was different. He remembered his mother's prayers to be the sole reason for his deep love for God, his nation, and men. Nancy Hanks Lincoln was a member of a Baptist church. She read constantly to them from the Lincoln Family Bible. So you see how a Bible-reading mother can be so full of wisdom and understanding that she was able to raise God-fearing children. Lincoln's life is an equal leadership were fruits of hard labor and prayers of the strongest woman in his life, his own mother. Unfortunately, Lincoln was assassinated. But he still is the greatest president the world has ever seen. Number 3, we have Morrow Coffee Graham. Morrow Coffee Graham was also a Baptist mother, the mother of the most prodigious evangelist of the USA, William Franklin Billy Graham. She showed and taught her children that hard work and honesty was the way all people should live in God's world. Hard work and honesty. If only all Filipinos will learn that. Di ba? Alagay ko, walang Pilipinong mahirap. Hard work and honesty. Dito sa ating bansa, hindi dapat maghirap ang Pilipino. Mayaman ang Pilipinas. Kaya nga ang daming kurap eh. Di ba? Mayaman ang Pilipinas. Kung mahusay lamang ang ating tagapamahala, kung hindi lang ilalagay sa kanilang mga bursa ang pera ng gobyerno, walang mahirap dito sa ating bansa. Kung ang ating mga bilyonaryo lamang na naniniwala din naman sa hard work and honesty, tutulong upang ang bawat Filipino family magkaroon ng sariling lupa at bahay, walang mahirap na Pilipino. Pero totoo lang, kung meron akong billions of dollars, ibibili ko yan ng lupa para sa mga mahirap. Hindi ko kinakailangan ng $1 billion para i-announce akong pinakamayamang tao sa Pilipinas. Correct? Gayabang ka pa. Mayaman kang tao. Anong ginagawa mo? Tumutulong ka ba? Hindi. Hindi ka tumutulong. Hindi ka nakakatulong. In fact, ikaw tinutulungan eh. Bakit? Meron ka real estate business. Binibenta mo yung mga bahay mo eh. Sa halagang hindi kaya ng mga mahirap. Sila, kaya sasabi ko sa inyo, walang karapatang maging mahirap ang mga mahirap. If they will just have hard work and honesty in life. Di ba? Sinabi ko, Congress approved a law. Pinirmahan ng Pangulo na libre na ang pag-aaral mula preschool hanggang college, including postgraduate courses. Saan? Sa state universities. Sa Manila, sa PLM and UDM, may allowance pa ang mga estudyante. Just imagine, Oo. Di ba? Kaya, look, you can study there. Ilan na ang aking pinag-aral sa TUP? TUP is one of the best architectural university in this country. Huwag nating isipin na mas mababa ang kalidad ng edukasyon sa ating state universities. UP. Mababa ba ang kalidad niyan? Hindi. Hindi ka nga makapasa eh. PLM. Mababa ang kalidad? Hindi rin. Hindi ka rin makapasa eh. So ano gagawin mo? Papasok ka sa private universities. Am I right? Oo. Akala niyo ba, ang mga university nagbibigay ng grades sa'yo? Hindi. Ikaw ang nagbibigay ng grades sa iyong sarili. Tama, mali? Hindi ang teacher mo. Oo. Hindi pinipigyan dito ng pagkakataon na ang university ang magagawin ka matalino. Ikaw ang meron sariling talino. Naunawaan niyo ba ako? Mga estudyante? Ha? Kung ako sa inyo, matalino ka, ba't ako mag-aaral sa UP? Marami akong kalapang matalino ron eh. Maghahanap ako ng university na hindi masyadong matalinong katulad ko, ako ang pinakamatalino. Hindi ba mas wise yun? Alright. Kaya walang karapatang maghirap ang Filipino families. O kayo mga high school dyan, yan, pinasama ko yung mga high school dito. Pinag-aaral kayo ng mga magulang nyo. Hindi ako pinag-aaral ng magulang ko. Hindi sapagkat ayaw nila, kundi sapagkat tumulong ako eh. Tumulong ako sa kanila. Para yung mga allowance kong pag-aaral, ako na mismo nagtrabaho. Kaya 9 years old pa lang, nagtrabaho na ako eh. Itong mga high school na ito, anong trabaho niyan? Twitter. Messenger. iPad. Sana ka nakakita ng taong, average lang ang buhay. May iPad. Saan ka nakakita na estudyante, high school, average lang ang buhay niyan, naka-iPhone 13. Saan kinuha yun? Ano nga yung cellphone ko? Saan kinuha yun? Maninakaw. Saan mo nakuha yan? Ako ang telepono ko libre. Ito iPhone 13 to eh. Ito rin. Libre. Hindi ko binibili. You see? Aarte ng mga kabataan ngayon eh. Mag-aral kayo. Di ba? Mag-aral kayo sapagkat, humanly speaking, yan ang pagkakataon para magkaroon kayo ng magandang buhay. Hindi yung ang babata nyo pa, meron na kayong bisyo. High school pa lang kayo, nagpapakulay na kayo ng buhok. Bira, saan ka nakakita ng Pilipino? Ang buhok niya, blonde. Terrible. Amerikano lang yan. Ginagaya mo yung Amerikano? Hindi nyo ba alam? Sa Amerika, pag sinawag kang blondie, tandaan nyo pag tinawag kang blondie sa Amerika, bobo ka. Do you realize that? She's a blondie. Ano yung sabihin nun? Tanga. Kaya kayong mga blonde ng mga buhok nyo, mga tanga. Papakulay kayo na yun. Wala naman kayong perang papakulay. Kinukuha niya sa mga magulang nyo eh. Tama ba ako? Makakain nyo ba yan? Kakaroon ba kayo ng magandang buhay pag ganyan? Hindi naman eh. Tama, mali? Tama, mali? Itong mga high school na ito, pag bumaboto na ito, hindi ako iboboto eh. Ordinaryo ang buhay mo, naninigarilyo ka na. Tapos ang sigarilyo mo, ano yung bagong sigarilyo ngayon? Fog? Vape? Alam niyo eh. Yung vape? Principal author ako ng batas na ipagbawal ang vape sa Pilipinas. Vape. Vapin ko yung mukha mo, nakita mo. Kailangan natin ng mga godling, mga magulang, mga nanay. Ang sabi po ni Billy Graham, he said that scripture reading and praying were as much as a routine as eating. Tignan nyo Pagbabasa ng Bible at praying, sa kanila routine eh. Na parang eating. Oh, sa table namin, pag makakasama kami, ng pamilya ko, mga apo ko, ang nagpipray sa pagkainan, si Ira, si Isaac, pinagpipray ko yan. Kahit umiiyak yan, ayaw mag-pray, magpipray siya. Ilan taon na si Isaac? 3 years old. Ilan taon na si Ira? 4 years old. And they are taught to pray. I hope that you're learning from this. Okay. Then, number 4, we have Helen Falwell. Itong si Helen Falwell, nanay ito ni Jerry Falwell. Si Jerry Falwell is a Baptist preacher na naging one of the 10 most popular person in the world. Jerry Falwell. Mother of the most controversial and outspoken Baptist minister and television evangelist, Jerry Falwell, who is now with the Lord. He said that he remembered his mother to be his teacher of love, gentleness, and compassion, and that through his mother's prayers, he believed he was led later to give his heart to Christ and trust Him for his salvation. And last but not the least, my own mother, Priscilla De Leon Mirando Abante. She died when she was 79 years old. My very own loving, simple, and most prayerful mother. The strongest woman in my life. She endured many things in the ministry of my father, and yet triumphed over them, all because of the Lord. She gave her all even while suffering from her own illnesses. My mother lived for more than 35 years with only one kidney. Her life was remarkably lived for Christ, and her prayers upheld all of us. Her 3 boys, now all pastors and ministers of the gospel. My mother was bedridden for 10 years. 10 years. With ALS, Parkinson's disease. Ano yung disease na yan? It contracts your body. Mapayat ka, lumiliit ka. Ngayon, sakit ng mother ko. Walang gamot yan. Alam mo sa Amerika, ang gamot niyan, yung ina-abort na baby, kinukuha yung mga cell, yung kanilang cell, yung ano ba yan? Yung magandang cells nila. Oo. Yun ang ginagamit sa may LSS o Parkinson's disease. Just imagine, they have to abort a baby to get the live good cells and transfer it to an old person that has Parkinson's disease. I might not be here now if not for the fervent prayers of my nanay. I might have run away from God's calling if not for her unconditional love for me. Nanay was always there for me, and God used her mightily to be the wind beneath my wings. And listen, Ekklesia, all of you, members of the MBBE, and all of you in my district, you have me today because God made my mother so faithful and enduring till her last breath. Kung kilala niyo ang mother ko nung siya nasa bedridden, I even do not go to her room and spend 5 minutes. I cannot take her with the kind of predicament she was in. And sometimes I go to her room. Yung mother mo na parang kalansay ng itsura. Buhay pa. And you know what she would tell me? Pag nakita niya ako, yan ha, batid na yan ha. Benny, I am praying for you. Just imagine a person who has Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease. Parang kalansay na ang katawan niyan. Sasabihin pa sa anak niya, pinapanalangin kita. Kung ganyan ang kalagayan mo, hindi ka na manalangin. You will just ask someone to pray for you. That's my mother. As we celebrate and honor our faithful and God-fearing mothers today, let us also remember God who cares for us and comforts us in every way more than we could ever imagine. In Isaiah 66 and verse number 13, speaking of God, ang sabi po doon, as one whom his mother comforted, so will I comfort you. Sabi ng Panginoon, it's just like a mother who comforts her children. So I will comfort you. And you shall be comforted in Jerusalem. You know, I miss my mother. I miss the one who has helped me, gave birth to me, took care of me. Alala ko nung araw, pinapaliguan niya ako nung maliit na bata pa ako. At bago niya kami paliguan, nagpipray siya eh. Can you imagine? Bago kayo paliguan, nagpipray. Saan kayo nakakita ng mother na nagpipray bago paliguan ng mga anak niya? Tinanong ko siya minsan eh, Nay, ba't pinagpipray kami? Sabi niya sa amin, baka malunod kayo sa tubig eh. Nakunawa niyo ba yan? Baka pagbuhos ng tubig sa inyo, inom kayo ng maraming tubig. Malunod kayo. Now, she might be joking, but you realize a mother who prays for you, maliligo ka pa lang. That is my mother. The question is, what kind of a mother are you? Amen ba? All right.